cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know.
What's up, good people, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. 96, along with Freddie G, K Money, and Slash. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. I want everybody that's on YouTube to go out and subscribe and click the like button. Follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast and on IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. What's up, good people, and welcome back to another edition of Think Thursday. Today's topic, a point of no return. In other words, you've heard the phrase, you reap what you sow. Or even, I don't want to curse, F around and find out. You have situations where you've dug a hole too deep and there's no turning back and you can't get out of it. And there's a lot of situations in life where you have to be aware, whether it's your money, whether it's your time, whether it's your religion, what your faith, whatever the case may be, you have to realize where you're going in life. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were just laughing, reminiscing back in the day. And this is a great example of F around and find out, or there's a point of no return. So back when we were in Shape Community Center, they used to give us African names, right? And we all had an African name. And a friend of mine, his was named Imamu, right? Which means leader, Imamu. So they started teasing him and calling him Imanimu. Imani, you know, is a girl. That's the female model. Yeah. So Imanimu. So another friend of ours, I don't want to put his name out there, he kept doing it. He kept going around the shape center, Imanimu. So the first friend was like, man, please stop. Don't call me that. And Freddie G, I hate to call you out like this, but you know, he kind of had your personality. He forewarned him first. You know how I used to always, don't talk about my grandma, or it's gonna be on. Don't talk about my grandma. Well, that's how he was. He kept forewarning him. He said, man, look, Imanimu. So he stopped, but he waited till about, I think we were in the evening program, after school program. So his mom comes pick him up about 6:30. He waits till 6:30 and wait till his mom get here, and he says, goes right behind his mom and says, Imanimu. I don't know what he thought his mom was gonna do, or I honestly, I didn't see it coming either, because it was like, he ain't gonna do nothing in front of his mom. Shoot. That boy went right up to him and hit him directly in his eye, right in front of his mom. So he was at a point of no return. It was like, you know what? I done told you 11 times to stop calling me names, and you kept doing it. So it's just, sometimes it could just get to the point, man, where you can't turn around or turn back. But that's just one little situation that I was just had to laugh at. I said, you know what? I'm going to have a little show on that. But here go 12 other things that as people we can do, and then it's just too late. Can't turn back. So wasting time on the wrong path or with the wrong people, spending years on the wrong relationship, wrong job, mindset can leave someone bitter and unfulfilled, and they get too old, too tired to rebuild from scratch. What y'all think about that?
I agree with that.
I do agree with it, but I mean, when does a person really know if you know, this is not the right person, or this, you know what I'm saying? They may think that things will change, so they're being patient and hoping things may change.
and it ends up having
You wasted more time.
wasted more time, years with nonsense.
That's what I said. I've seen relationships, and I know y'all have seen them. Like, y'all on the outside looking in, like, man, come
Yeah.
on. Or, girl, what are you thinking? The dude married. Why are you wasting your time? Or same vice versa with the guy. The guy could be married, or the girl could be both ways. Or just a situation where it's just not going nowhere, and it's just a stalemate. It's not a happy relationship.
Yeah, they haven't gotten to that point yet to make the right decision yet. Some people try to hold on to something, hoping the situation changes. And I think that's where you end up prolonging something, a better situation for yourself.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly.
But you have to notice, and you have to be looking for certain things in this relationship or whatever it is. You have to keep your eyes open for stuff because the flags are there. You're just not seeing them.
Yep. Yep. That's the same thing I said. Here's a good one. Missing. And now I think about this because I've joined the military. Don't get me wrong. I was happy that I joined the military. But as I told you guys before, I wish I would have went to college. Missing educational or career milestones. Some careers have time-sensitive tracks. Becoming a doctor, lawyer, athlete. Missing key steps early can make it impossible to catch up later. What y'all think?
I agree with that.
Yeah, I do, but I want to ask you a question, Community 96. Why didn't you go to college after the military?
Well, I went to the counselor, and she actually hooked me up. The counselor at TSU. I was gonna go to Texas Southern.
You gonna be the new mascot?
Boy, y'all been joking on me. Okay, boy, you wait till Tuesday. Like I told Slash, you wait till Monday. You wait till Tuesday. I actually, what happened in my case, my mom was she had chronic asthma, so we ended up. She was in the hospital for months. I want to say 7-8 months, and we lost everything, apartment, everything. Okay. So I was 17 when I graduated high school. So she was able to get my education covered for a semester. And then back then, because I think we had to go semester by semester to get approved with financial aid. So, but the only thing that wasn't covered was how I was going to eat. And then not only that, I'll take that back. It was covered for the year. What wasn't covered was the summer. Where was I going to stay during the summer break? I had to find somewhere to stay for those 3 months, June, July, and August. I had nowhere to stay. I didn't know what I would do. Even if I got a job at 17, going on 18, where would I work where I can afford rent, Mm-hmm. So all those things came into play, and I had no secondary, place where I could go.
I got you.
Yeah. So, but I'm grateful for the military, and plus I did 2 years of college. When I got out, I just got to go complete the other 2, go and get my bachelor's degree. So I probably end up starting. My daughter just graduated this year, so when she starts, I'll probably go back with her to encourage her to finish her college degree.
So you're going back to college?
I am. I'm gonna go back, but it's gonna be at night though. They're gonna do those 4-hour courses like I was doing before.
Now, who paper you gonna cheat off of?
Chat GBT,
AI.
Yeah. What's 1 + 2? All right. Ignoring a spouse or kids until they leave. Constantly emotional absence or neglect can cause permanent damage in a marriage or with the children. What y'all think?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah. I have great communication with both my daughters. I pray that never happens, but that would suck not being able to talk to your wife coming home every day. Freddie G, you married. I'm not married, but Freddie G, can you imagine you and your wife got a great relationship, but just imagine if y'all didn't and y'all was mad at each other every day. Y'all just walking around the house, not saying nothing to each other. I would have all kinds of thoughts going through my head, like, she ain't talking to me. Who the hell is she talking to?
I think that if that's the case,
Uh-huh.
and you're married and you're walking around not saying nothing to each other, I think that it'll hurt. It'll be more effective on the female than it does the male. I think that that's playing into the male's hand.
That's that piece.
But what if you want some?
He got 2 hands.
I want some. I don't want my hands no
Well,
more.
if he's not talking to her, he don't want none from her.
This man say his hands no more.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna use them for a little while.
Nah, but this was just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah,
There
hypothetically
should
speaking.
be a no more in there.
Man, come on.
No.
You know damn well I'd be just finished, and I'd be
I don't know
soon
what
as she
you do,
leaves.
bro.
Soon as she leave, I'm going at it. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
With your baby oil.
Here we go.
Did
All right, number 9, failing to save or plan for retirement. People who don't save or plan for retirement often realize too late in their 60s or 70s that they can't afford to retire and must indefinitely work. What y'all think?
Repeat that.
I said people failing to save or plan for retirement. So people who don't save or plan often realize too late in their 60s or 70s that they can't afford to retire
Yeah.
and must indefinitely work.
I
Sometimes
definitely
even
agree.
while they're being ill or disabled. Damn.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. When I first started in banking, I think I've told you guys this before, but I started in banking in the Memorial City area here in Houston. It's a very nice area, like River Oaks area. I don't know if you guys heard it. If you're listening, it's a very nice area. But at this bank, Savings of America, it doesn't exist anymore. But Savings of America, they used to have a lot of people of the lighter hue, right? That used to come in. A lot of white people, I'll say it like that. And it was amazing how they were much older. They were 60s, 70s, 80s. And they would talk about just openly that they eat dog food to save money. So, yeah, that is crazy. And I was like, this is a very nice neighborhood. Why are you eating dog food? I don't get it.
They
But
living beyond their means.
yeah, true. Could be.
somebody might just like to taste the apple.
It do look like Wolf Brand chili. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just saying. It looked like Wolf Brand chili. We probably never know. Wanda did it. Who did it on Good Time? Somebody did it on Good Time.
Yeah, I do remember that. Some of that meatloaf.
Yeah, that meatloaf. This is a good one. Ruining physical health over the decades. A lifetime of poor eating, zero exercise, smoking, or substance abuse can lead to organ failure and irreversible damages.
Hog balls and pig feet.
Yeah, heart disease, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be cautious of the food you eat, man.
Yeah, that takes discipline.
It takes, I ain't gonna lie, it takes discipline, especially the exercise. I mean, I try to exercise, I try to walk, because that's the easiest thing to do. I walk a lot. I do that, but I go right by the way when I look at it and be like, okay, I'm gonna go tomorrow. And I was going every day at one point. But then I was like, man,
But weights are good, considering your joints. It helps your joints. You know, like in your arms, it helps your elbow joints be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't see where that's better than walking,
Yeah.
in a sense.
In
And
a
I'm
sense.
just saying, you can be buff and die from heart disease
True.
when you could walk every day and be healthy. You know what I mean? Is lifting weights opposed to walking. I don't think, you could be a big dude and still
Them
die.
eating habits too,
The
man.
eating habits is
Yeah,
serious.
that's serious.
Yeah.
I got a question on this one here. Now,
Yes, sir.
Walking, as we stated, that's a good thing to do now. I walk sometimes,
Say sometimes.
Sometimes.
but I also walk sometimes with a lawnmower in front of me. And there's a difference, you know what I'm saying? I'm extremely
still
tired.
exercise.
It's still
But
exercise, but
I can walk without the lawnmower the same route that I walk with the lawnmower. And
you have dogs though, so you should be walking them, or they just use the backyard.
they use the backyard,
Well,
but
he's saying
the
he
point,
walking.
yeah, I'm saying the point I'm trying to make is when I walk without the lawnmower, I don't feel the way I would feel when I'm walking with the lawnmower.
That's because you're pushing weight.
Right.
Think about football sled.
All right, I get it. It just don't seem like much weight to me, which is why I was asking that question.
If you
but
want,
think about it.
You're
Think
right.
about it. It got wheels on it.
Yeah, you're right.
Does it have an automatic roll?
It is self-propelled, but it's still.
Oh, you shouldn't be tired.
I
man.
still be
You
tired,
should-
bro.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, just a little.
Yeah,
it's just
but
a
it's
little.
self-propelled.
Yeah, I get it, but it's a little.
Man, I
resistance.
used to sit on one of them and ride it, bro. The
Well,
self-propelled.
you know, me eating them hog maws, pigs.
That
you
could
go.
be it too, though, right there. That could have a lot to do with it, bro.
Yeah, it is a good one. Shout out to Freddie G on this one because he a big time recovery with 30 years now. Addiction without recovery. Addiction without recovery. But
That's
Yeah.
a horrible thing.
Well, let's make something clear now.
Yes.
Let's make something clear.
that's why I said it.
Alcohol.
Uh-huh.
I used to drink alcohol.
Yeah,
And
because
so-
he was setting you up. For
Yeah.
I was congratulating him.
Okay, so yeah, I used to drink alcohol,
But,
but
they'd have been like, "He smoked crack." What? He
yeah,
alcohol, man.
yeah,
It's
no,
alcohol.
I used to drink alcohol, man, and one day I just decided cold turkey, I'm done.
30 was it 30 years ago?
No, not 30 years. I stopped drinking in 2001.
2000.
So 24 years.
Damn.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's you. But
clap,
you know
clap,
what?
clap.
You have to be mentally strong to just stop cold turkey like that.
You ain't lying,
It's
man.
not a lot of people who can do that.
Exactly.
They are too weak mentally to whatever that
just stop.
substance is.
Yeah,
Yeah, no alcohol for Freddie G, man. I'm good.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's the G means good.
Yeah, that's it. But when I make 25 years, I'm gonna go get a 40.
And set yourself back.
All right, losing custody of children. Neglect or abuse addiction can lead to losing custody in some cases.
Yeah.
Regaining trust or legal custody. Yeah, ain't no turning back when you lose custody. There's really no turning back. That's crazy. How about this one? And this one I don't agree with. Unless you're a repeat offender. Criminal convictions and prison time. Making irreversible decisions. Violent crimes, fraud can sometimes lead to a prison for decades or for life. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a horrible decision maker, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then too, man, you gotta look at situation circumstances, man. Once you go, I'm speaking of prison, not jail. I'm speaking of prison. Once you go the first time, your chances of being a productive citizen has become slimmer when you get out than it was before you went in.
right.
Because now
You don't
you have lesser reason. I mean, you don't qualify for certain jobs
Stuff.
now.
Yeah.
You know, and so it just becomes tougher, man.
All right. Number 3, fellas. This is a good one. Burning all bridges with people or in relationships. That's a good one.
You have to do that sometimes.
Burn bridges?
All bridges?
No.
He said all.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
burning.
Not all.
Yeah, I'm finna
but
say.
some you definitely have to burn.
Well, yeah.
You don't want to cross back over if somebody, especially if you can realize where this person betrayed something. Don't go back across that bridge.
Yeah, well, no, he said all bridges.
All. They said all.
Burn it
had,
No, not all bridges. Some, I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
because some people will, and what I mean by that is, I've seen this before. Someone will borrow money from 5 people and not pay none of them back.
That's burning all bridges.
You just burn all bridges.
Yeah.
That's usually the biggest one in our community.
Well, you can't be trusted now.
In our community, that's one of the biggest one. All right, number 2 here. No, number 3. Yeah, number 2. It is number 2. Sorry, massive debt or bankruptcy. Years of overspending, borrowing, or financial neglect can lead to an unmanageable debt load that spirals into bankruptcy. I see this a lot. People will get these payday loans. They get 1 payday loan, then they get 2. Now they have 3. And they're revolving the payday loans, but they don't know the interest is increasing on each one of them. So now they're just sitting in the shit up, basically, so to speak, of the payday loans. And all it takes is a short of the check, 1 day short of a check to mess something up or not getting paid. to mess up your whole cycle that you so used to. You got 3-day payday loans and then your bills.
Yeah.
Now payday loans weren't there at first. You just had bills.
Right.
Now you got 3-day payday loans and your bills.
Yeah, that's taken out before you pay your bill. You out of
Exactly.
there now.
Yeah. So people, please watch how you're spending and watch your spending, watch your flowing, man. Please.
Them payday loans, man, I feel should be just a last resort.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
People got to learn how to be more financial literate, though. Man.
yeah, I
You
agree.
know, that's the thing. You know, you're gonna run in. You're gonna run into hard times. You're gonna fall on hard times. But that's when you gotta, when you do have some, realize, let me put something back in case of. That's the name of the game.
Yep, exactly. And then this number one. Now, this is not my number one. I'm gonna tell you my number one after this number one. Terminal illness ignored too long. Ignoring persistent health symptoms could lead to a late stage diagnosis of terminal illness.
I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sure can. You have to pay attention to your body. You know what I'm saying? Because your body tell you something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, first of all, I'm in agreement, but I think men are more apt to ignore than women.
Oh yeah, we always put
Yeah,
it off.
we'll
We'll put it off for years.
Yeah, we're the ones not going to the doctors and stuff like that.
And
you
we're
know?
the ones that's dropping and nobody know it, and you be like, well, damn, I didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's us.
It's us every time. Yeah, so please manage your health. Now, for this last one, this number one, I'm gonna need the Holy Spirit for this one here, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with me, fellas. In our lives, man, you know, I don't know where you guys are as Christians. I don't know. Well, yes, I do. I'm sorry. That's a lie. I do know you guys are. We all believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. That's a lie. I'll take that back. But I want you guys to imagine. Just imagine now. It's just a scenario. Don't do this, but just imagine if you suddenly pass away, all right? And now it's time to be judged. Okay? There's no turning back. You can't go, let me get another shot. You know what I mean? It's done. How do you the feeling that a person would get knowing that they just done wrong the whole time in their life, knowing that they wasn't right, and
You know
now
what, though, bro?
and you can't turn around. No, don't get me wrong, you're saved by grace, by
Right.
mercy and His grace. You're saved by that. But just imagine if you just was just bad all your life, and those dumb decisions.
So here's my thing with that, and I know where you're going, but
Yeah.
being a believer in God, if He allowed you to be here for X amount of years, 60, 70, 80 years, you wasn't too bad. Most of the bad people that are really horrible people die young. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Or
But-
you got some people, the ones that don't die young, that are bad people, are in prison. So God has a certain way of dealing with His people. You know,
Yeah.
I just can't say that I know anybody that's been doing bad all their life and never paid for the consequence. God gonna make sure you take care of that consequence.
Right.
He's gonna make sure you pay for what you did. So I don't think there's gonna be people. I think if they are, nobody's gonna be horrible their whole life. If
that
because
makes
God
sense.
will give you a second chance.
Yes. And He
You know
always
what I
He give you a
mean?
chance
He
every day
always
you wake
will.
up.
And we should, as people, give people second chances. That's where we fall as people, because we quick to say, he did that, all the hell with it, I'm not messing with him no more.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean that that person's not going to change from that. You know, but I believe that if there's a person that's been doing horrible things all their life, God got a plan for them.
Exactly.
But most horrible people, man, don't live past 30, 40 years old.
Yeah, and if you a believer in hell and what the Bible talks about it, man, you know you cannot turn around. It's you there. So people, get your lives together for real. Your finances, your faith, get it. Yeah, your health, your wealth. Get it together. You have children and people. to leave these things behind, and the bus likes to pull up while I'm talking, trying to spit some knowledge. Boy, this dude rude. I'm gonna holler at this cat. All right, today, fellas, I'm not kicking off nobody. Today we actually putting on a 15-year-old boy who created a soap that could treat skin cancer, and he was named Times 2024 Kid of the Year. Yeah, so at just 14, Heman Bekele from Virginia, he developed a groundbreaking soap aimed to treating skin cancer.
African American?
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah, Bekele aspires to make skin cancer treatments more accessible worldwide by refining his soap and establishing a non-profit. What he know about a non-profit for his distribution? Congratulations, Bekele, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Bekele. I'm gonna call him Mr. Bekele. I know you ain't but 15, but
Good job, my
good
brother.
job. Shout out. So that is our show for today. Get your lives together. Peace. This concludes our show for today. And if you haven't done so already, follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast. Also, IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. Also, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Black Friday.